Good afternoon, Yaqoub. This is Elizabeth. I'm here to read you another story. This one is called Jessie's Hill. And it seems I was able to pick a better story that might be a better level for you based on some information that TutorMate shared with me. So this book is by Anne Harth, and let's see what it has to say. Jessie pushed his bike into the driveway. Can I come to the zoo, Dennis? Can you ride to the top of the hill? His brother asked. His friends were ready to go. Looks like there's a lot of them heading to the zoo. Jessie looked up at the steep hill. I think I can, he said. Let's go. Dennis and his friends rode away. Oh, look at, they're way ahead of him. He looks like he's really working hard to keep up. Jessie jumped on his bike. He pedaled as hard as he could. He passed Mrs. Johnson's house. His legs were shaky. He passed Peter Potter's house. It was hard to breathe. He was so hot. He stopped in front of the yellow house. Uh-oh, looks like they're starting to get away from him. Jessie, Dennis called from the top of the hill. Jessie looked up. When you can ride to the top, you can come. Jessie stamped his foot. His brother disappeared over the hill. The next day, Jessie tried again. He jumped on his bike. He pedaled as hard as he could. He looks like he's moving. He's on a mission. He passed Mrs. Jennings' house. He passed Peter Potter's house, making progress. His legs were shaky. It was hard to breathe. He was hot, but he passed the yellow house too. Go, Jessie, go. Jessie tried to ride up the hill every day. His legs were shaky and it was hard to breathe, but every day he rode a little farther. It was Saturday morning, and Jessie pushed his bike into the driveway. Dennis and his friends were leaving. He looks pretty confident now. I think he can make it. Where are you going? Jessie said. Dennis stopped. We're going to the zoo. Can I come? Can you ride to the top of the hill? What do you think his answer is going to be? Do you think he's ready? Watch me, Jessie jumped on his bike. He pedaled as hard as he could. He rode past Mrs. Jennings' house. He rode past Peter Potter's house. He rode past the yellow house. His legs weren't shaky and he pedaled harder. Look at that. He's really going this time. No stopping him. Go, Jessie. You can do it, Dennis and his friends cheered. He pedaled harder. He passed 3 more houses. He was almost to the top of the hill. His legs were shaky. It was hard to breathe. Jessie was hot, but he didn't stop. His bike slowed down. It wobbled, but kept moving. Jessie stood on his pedals and pushed. He reached the top. Look it, he's ahead of all of his brother's friends. He looked down at Dennis and his friends. They were puffing and panting. They rode up the hill. They all joined him. Dennis patted Jessie on the back. Do you want to come to the zoo? He said. Jessie grinned. What do you think? Do you think he made it to the zoo? So the story's main idea is that Jessie practiced until he could bike up the hill. What lesson did you get from that? Did you learn very much? It seems to me that Jessie had a really good idea. What do you think he did? What worked to get him to be able to get up that hill? So the second question is, what makes Dennis a good big brother? Do you remember how his brother treated him? How did his brother make him feel? Did he make him feel bad that he couldn't go? Or did he make him feel really good once he finally made it? How did Jessie finally get up the hill? What did he have to do to get up the top? I hope you enjoyed this story, and I hope sometime when you're working on something really hard for you that you'll remember how Jessie practiced and practiced until he got good enough to be able to accomplish his goal. He made it. He made it up that hill and to the zoo. So next time you're struggling, keep pushing like Jessie did, and you'll be able to make it and make your goal. Have a great day.